Yeah, just like I'm sure Jason does up in Toledo. We talk about this every day. This is it's a big game for both programs. That's why it's a rivalry game, and I know they emphasize it. We emphasize it, and that's why this game's special. You know, both teams are working 365 days a year to play in this and to perform well. So, yeah, it's an exciting rivalry game, and that's what makes college football awesome.
Welcome back to Toledo's most local 9 a.m. show. Good day.
And before that really big game later in the month, there's another big football game that's even closer to home. It's tomorrow, the Battle of I-75.
Bowling Green State University Athletic Director Derek Vandermeer is here with us this morning. Thank you for being here today. So, you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Yes, Coach seems ready too, right?
Yeah, the Battle of I-75. What does this game mean for the Falcons?
Well, I think it's very special for our entire region and community. If you look at, everybody has to wake up on work and go to work on Wednesday morning, and the person next to you will have some allegiance or loyalty. You know, may come in there a little bit more bold, a little bit more brash, and you got to put them in their place. But no, this is very important, and you can see how our communities are very blended. We live together, we work together, so this is a chance for bragging rights for another year.
Another year because you all won last year.
Yeah. Absolutely,
right?
Absolutely.
And right now the series is, I mean, it's pretty close.
It's basically
it's
almost
right there, 42, 41, and 4. Toledo's one game up. We got to even this out tomorrow.
So tell us, for folks who are looking to attend the game, what can they look forward to before the game starts?
Well, we have a lot of different things going on tomorrow. First off, Oral Hershiser, one of our most famous alum, is returning to campus, and we're going to feature him tomorrow, and that's great to have him back. He's a legend of the Dodgers that's been recognized this year. We have military appreciation with some of our military folk are going to be delivering the game ball. But, you know, what they can expect is going to be a lot of festivities, a lot of activities, a lot of fans coming down from Toledo, so get there early. Make sure you plan accordingly, but we expect a full house, and come and celebrate with us. Have a great day in the Dwight.
And you have the home field advantage here, so how do you use something like that to your advantage in this?
Well, there's one really important factor about the home field advantage, and that's everybody's going to be wearing orange. Orange is a blinding color. It will sear your subconscious and make sure that everybody knows when you show up tomorrow, you better be wearing orange. Let's make sure Toledo, all that blue is just washed out, and we have a sea of orange there rooting on the Falcons.
You know, Amanda, I think the home field advantage in Bowling Green is the wind. The wind picks up so heavy. It's like, how can you throw a football?
Well, that's just showing you that God's on our side. I mean, that's Mother Nature right there saying, you step into the Dwight, you've got God on your side. So,
Rockets fans, do you guys hear this? Okay, all right.
Oh boy, yeah. I mean, talk a little bit about the fun here that comes along with this type of rivalry.
You know, it's you know, alumni. It's one. You know, I was a former football player, and it's one of those things that every time you talk to an alumnus, no matter where you go in the country, everybody points back to some memory, some legacy, some history, you know, lesson that's tied to that game. They talk about what an important point that is, and so it really does resonate, and it's really important to our communities. And I think that's what we have to live up to.
So we have this big game tomorrow, but the Falcons are looking forward as bowl contenders this year. So talk to us about that a little bit. Has to be pretty exciting.
Well, you know, and that's one of the things that comes with the rivalry game is that everything's on the table. You have Toledo who's having a great year. We are in, you know, bowl contention for the second year in a row now. But it doesn't make a difference what the record is, what Toledo's vying for, or what we're vying for. It's about what happens on that field, and everything's on the table, and we've got to take down the Rockets.
Yeah, and I imagine, as Coach said, you know, they prepare all year for this. So how are you encouraging your coaching staff?
Well, you know, that's another thing with the rivalry. You don't have to draw more attention to it. It's already built into the psyche of the student athletes and the coaches. They're working a little bit harder. They, you know, given the kind of the transition of the week now, you're not playing on a Saturday, so they're working through the weekends and they're working at nights. But yet there's another focus. You walk down the hallway, they're not even looking at you. They're looking at the game, and so it's exciting to be around that kind of energy this week.
So what are you you expecting? Are you expecting this to be a lopsided victory? Because I know who you
Are you asking me to make a call?
I'm asking you for a prediction.
Okay.
You're a former football player, AD at BGSU, so I think that you have great perspective to actually see what's going to happen with this game. So I'm curious. I'm going to hold you to it as well.
Yeah, you know, well, you can look back to last year's game, and I can tell you that it's going to come right to the end of the game.
Okay.
It's going to demand, you're going to have two teams that have to give it all. You know, there's Toledo's doing really, really well. They're going to come in confident, but we're scrapping. We're scrappers. We're fighters. I think that's where Bowling Green is really good, is in the trenches. So I'm looking for a great battle up front. As a former offensive lineman, it's one between the tackles. We got to control the line of scrimmage, and we're going to go win that game. So
the O-line is really important.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Very important.
I'm glad you recognize that. I'm glad you recognize that.
It is. So tomorrow, game is tomorrow. What time kickoff? 7?
7, yep.
7 o'clock.
Absolutely.
So down in Bowling Green at the Deutsch.
At the Deutsch.
And bring your windbreaker, right?
Bring your windbreaker, and, you know, God's on our side. Let's go win this game.
We're orange, right?
We're orange. We're orange.
Thank you so much.
Thanks,
absolutely. Thank you very much for your time.
When Toledo